Hello and welcome to another modelling video. This is Alan from the Mk.I man at YouTube with another model review. We're conducting the first day of Tank Week and we are presented with the A9 Mark 1 cruiser tank. This is going to be conducted in this reference colour scheme, very loosely, and adapted in the Girls and Panzer Decals scheme of the St. Gloria's Tankery School. As far as I'm aware, the armour did not appear in the media, though it works out quite well. I picked up this kit during the Bayonet military swap meet. I do not know the origins of the cast, sculpt, or if this is the entire full unassembled, unmolested kit. It has been packaged in this clear pocket with a very basic price and title. I found the fact that all the parts held together with sticky tape was pretty cute. The cast seems to be of a very high quality with some sort of armoured texture or a sandy casting, not too sure. Not sure about the origins of mould release agent, and we were only greeted with 6 pieces. The night before, I rinsed and washed twice, everything in detergent mixed with water, and allowed overnight to soak. The next day, each piece was rinsed in fresh water to get rid of the soap, and dabbed and dried off with tissue. The casting is quite excellent. I found no poor marks or holes. I am not too sure if someone's already done work to this piece. There has been a joining or flash mark all the way around the inner and outer part of the tank treads and track. This was removed with a scalpel and the outer area sanded down until polished. The main hull did have bubbles at the very bottom, probably from a pressure chamber. This was filled with superglue and baking soda, sanded immediately, then polished. All I practically did was polish the surface of the turret and mini machine gun turrets, as well as the other parts for paint adhesion. For wargaming or personal application, the turret and mini turrets can be slotted in and left for articulation or replaced with magnets. I chose to super glue it down, as well as the tank tracks and wheels with the suspension visibly shown, with super glue to the sides of the hull. Everything was in one piece. That process took about 2 to 3 hours. Going straight into priming, everything etched or adhered very, very well, and I used the Mr. Finishing Surfacer 1500 primer, as to me a primer doesn't stick onto resin too well. Top and bottom, allowing each half to dry, and then the Gaia Note Evo Oxidized Red was used as undercolor, top and bottle, with adequate time to allow to dry and harden in lacquers, which is not too long. Everything was then painted in 3 different color tones of green. Base coat Russian green 1. This was covered the whole surface. Dark green and the lighter green was modulated in the lower recessions and the very top for a light effect. This is followed by the application of blue tack to get camouflage hard edge, or mostly a hard edge look. Then application of German grey shaded with black for the darker black colouring markings. Drying within 10 minutes, the mask was removed. Then, still using lacquers, hand painted the rubber tracks on the outer edges of the wheels with a very fine paintbrush. The tank tracks in rusted or really worn iron, and the lenses of the lights with a bright silver. Some appropriate decals were picked out of my largish collection, including some customs and bits and pieces bought from events and leftover decals from other kits, notably S model, using the trumpeter or wave decal tray, and applied with a coat of Future Floor or clear acrylic top coat. Straight away, SMS oil weathering washes were applied to bring out all the lower and recessed details and bring out some of the edges for a sharper, defined look. allowing quite a long time to dry, and another coat of clear SMS clear matte was applied to dull the gloss sheen that's holding the decals onto the model. And then the MIG weathering pigments were applied and settled on with the setter, leaving a very overly done, rusted, battle-worn effect. As a 24-hour challenge, this was done quite quickly due to the very low part count and practically no requirement to do any filling. 6 pieces were glued together, and prior preparation before I went to sleep in removing the release agent made for a very quick and easy project, and some ample time to do some prep and more work for tomorrow's project. I might have done the rust on the edges a little too heavily, though at the end the effect looks alright. It is over dramatized in a comic book sort of manner, and it's something I definitely enjoy in its outer finish. The subject is unusual as a interwar period piece and used in various colonies around the British Empire. I'm very glad that I did pick up this project and kit, and it definitely does suit and sit into the collection quite. With resin kits, you really have to use your imagination. No box art, no instructions, nothing to lead you in the right direction. Looking at pictures on Google of the actual subject assures you that you're putting the right turret parts in the correct positions and orientations, and especially the track wheels. The wheels and tracks and suspension can be glued on the wrong direction as it looks right as a start, but the front and rear wheel are quite different, and this can easily be picked out by looking at pictures later, or people that are very familiar with the tank or rivet counters pointing it out. It is important to get those orientations correct. In the end, pretty happy. It's very interesting. I thought the colour difference of the camouflage was a bit too strong. It definitely is dulled down a bit with the weathering and the washes, and it just comes out alright. I hope you guys enjoyed this project. We've got 6 more armour to go through in the week. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, until next time, stay tuned. Check out Facebook, just about to upload all of the pictures, as well as Twitch. We'll do a bit of streaming every single day for this project, and it's all done and dusted. Thank you very much for watching. If you feel inclined, leave a comment down below, ask a question. Very happy to explore your inquiries. Catch you guys next time.